Hello, my name is Christine Conrado Staskowitz. I'm the president of the Conrado Consulting Group, and today I'm going to review the benefits of keeping a job search diary. Organization is key to a successful job search. It's a candidate's job market right now, and because of that, there is an abundance of jobs in the market, which may mean you're responding to lots of job postings. You are sending your customized resume to lots of companies. You're getting lots of requests for interviews. You may receive multiple job offers. Why should you keep a job search diary? Well, there's a lot of things you want to avoid. First, double submittals of your resume. You want to avoid becoming confused about the jobs and the companies where you've applied. You want to avoid confusing dates and times for interviews. You want to avoid confusing contact information for people at different companies. And you want to avoid confusion about which jobs are the most desirable and which are not desirable. What can happen if you don't keep a job search diary? Well, from experience, I have seen many times when people are double submitted because they didn't keep track of which companies they've applied to. And many companies will automatically reject your application when you're double submitted. Many times jobs have the same job title. It's easy to get confused about which jobs you've been contacted about and which companies. Keeping a diary will help you keep track of which jobs you're interviewing for and at which company. You'll be able to keep track of who you've interviewed with and where. It will help you avoid confusion if something changes regarding an interview, etc. If you don't keep a job search diary, you could lose an opportunity to obtain your dream job. What should you include in your job search diary? Keep a record of your job search that includes company name, job title and number, a copy of the job description. If you keep your job search diary in Excel spreadsheet, then you can embed a link that takes you to a copy of the job description from the website where you received it or obtained it. It could be the company website, it could be Indeed, it could be an email that a recruiter sent you. The date that you applied, sometimes there are restrictions. So a company may have a job posted that sounds very similar to a job that you applied to before. And if you've already applied within the last 6 months, then they wouldn't want you to apply again. So you need to keep track of that and try to find out what a company's resubmittal policy is. How you applied. Was it through a recruiter? Was it through a former colleague? Was it through LinkedIn, Indeed, the company's website? Contact information for the person you sent your resume to. So if you have a former colleague and they told you to send your resume to them and they would send it on to a manager, you should have that in your spreadsheet. If it was sent through HR, then you should have that person's name, or at least that it was through the HR department. If it was through a recruiter, you should have the recruiter's name and the firm that they work for, their contact information, email, phone number, and which resume you sent for each job you submitted a resume to. So if you have experience both as a project manager and as a functional application analyst, then you should have 2 different resumes that speak to your strengths in those 2 areas. So you should keep track of which resume you sent for which job. Activity for each job. If you've interviewed, what the interview date was, how you were interviewed. If you haven't interviewed, what the interview dates are, who you expect to be interviewing with, who's going to be on that call, and how you're going to be interviewed. Are you going in person? Are you doing a video interview? Is it a phone interview? Is it a panel interview? Is it just one interview one off with the hiring manager. You want to rank the jobs from least desirable to most desirable. This is going to help you really understand what is going to be the best job for you to reach the next level in your career. So if you don't keep comments about the jobs, then it might be harder for you to realize what is going to be in your best interest. So comments regarding your thoughts about the job in the company might include what the parking situation is like. Do you have to park in a parking garage, or do you have to park on the street? And do you have to pay for your own parking? Or do you have to park in a parking lot that's further away, take a bus in? Do you have maybe take the subway? Maybe that's the best way for you to get there, or a bus, or all kinds of things that are going to really impact your happiness at your job. Do they have on-site childcare? What are their benefits like? What kind of vacation policies do they have? All of these things are very important when you're considering a new opportunity. So I hope all this information helps. You can call me at the number that's on the screen or email me. I'm very happy to speak with anybody, answer any additional questions, or listen to your comments. Thank you for your time. Good luck and goodbye.